You want to know what's going to win the Best Picture of the Year at the 2026 Academy Awards? I got you covered. I've seen all 10 nominations, and I'm going to tell you what is going to win, my personal choice, and maybe a dark horse. So let's look at the 10 nominations and take a quick look. First, I want to say all 10 of these films were great this year, much better than last year's batch. That being said, the first we're going to look at and talk about is One Battle After Another. This is a heavy hitter starring nominees Leonardo DiCaprio and Tiana Taylor. Leo plays retired revolutionary named Bob, trying to rescue his possible daughter who was kidnapped by Colonel Lockjaw, played by fellow nominee Sean Penn. This movie is as chaotic as any Paul Thomas Anderson film, but luckily we have Benicio del Toro to calm things down a little bit. Shot well, acted great, story a little chaotic for me, but this is a personal taste. Winner of Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy at the Golden Globes, and you have a top nominee candidate right here. Now let's take a look at Train Dreams. This is a period American film following Robert, played by Joel Edgerton, as he works as a lumberjack, a railway builder, and coachman basically. Quiet and awkward, we see him fall in love, have a family, deal with disaster, and watch him as he has to pick his life up after one thing after another. Lots of people watch this movie as a tragedy, but I see it as a triumph of life. Joel Edgerton and co-star Felicity Jones both could have been nominated for acting, but this year is a packed year in the acting categories. Chances are not good to win, but I'm glad this one was nominated, and if you have time, give this one a chance. Next up, we have Frankenstein. Guillermo del Toro delivers us a visually beautiful take on the Frankenstein story that we all know. The visuals are top-notch, acting is great, and the story of father and son was done beautifully here. This is a Netflix movie, and they only did a small release in the theaters to get it nominated, but I wish we could have gotten a full release on this one. This has some of the worst betting odds to win Best Picture, but definitely watch it if you like Frankenstein or Guillermo del Toro. Number 4 is perhaps the oddest movie on this list, Begonia. Emma Stone plays the CEO of a company, and she gets kidnapped by two conspiracy theorists who think she's an alien and torture her in a basement, trying to get her to confess and take them up to the ship. If you need any more information to make you watch this movie, then you're nuts. It's great. Very unique and entertaining story with top-notch acting and shot in a similar chaotic way as One Battle After Another. This is a must-watch film this year, but the odds of winning Best Picture are mid at best. Fifth movie is Mari Supreme. Timothée Chalamet takes us for a crazy ride in the ping pong world in the 50s. He is narcissistic, he uses everybody to get what he wants, but you can't stop watching him in this performance. He's charismatic as any character I've seen in a long time, and I think it's going to probably be his year to win Best Actor. I think this might be a perfect movie, even if it's not my personal favorite movie on this list. They tell the story great and is perfect in every way, shape, or form for what they were trying to get across, even if it has a very gross scene involving honey. This one probably has the third best odds at winning Best Picture this year. F1 is exactly that, a F1 racing movie starring Brad Pitt as a over-the-hill racer joining a new racing team about to be extinct. I couldn't care any less about car racing, but this movie was entertaining, and it even made the 2.5-hour runtime feel much shorter. This has the longest odds of winning, and if I had to pick one movie to take off this list, it'd probably be this one, but it's still a good movie and still worth a watch for entertainment value. Next up is Sinners, and has a record 16 total nominations this year. I love this movie, but I do think that is a little overblown. This is a period piece that halfway through turns into a vampire horror movie. And with great characters, great acting, great music, great visuals, this movie will have an impact on Hollywood greater than any other movie this year. If you haven't seen this one, I can't recommend it enough. It's a great movie with great acting, especially by Michael B. Jordan. This one probably has the second best odds of taking Best Picture this year. Sentimental Value is the 8th nominee, and if you want top-notch writing and character development, this is your movie. A estranged film director tries to get back into the life of his two daughters, as he tries to make his last masterpiece as well. This movie is in Norwegian, English, and Swedish, but the words are universally powerful, and a must-watch this year. It also has one of the most beautiful stories, I think, out of the 10 nominees. It has mid-odds to win Best Picture this year, but I can't recommend this one enough. Number 9 is the surprisingly good Secret Agent. This takes place in Brazil in the 1970s, when the country was dealing with kidnapping, murder, and North versus South mentality. Our main character is being targeted, so he's hidden with others trying to hide as well. He's doing his best to keep his family safe and do things for his country. Great acting, written well enough you don't actually have to know the history of the country to be able to figure out what's going on. And an ending that reminds me of No Country for Old Men, where you're not spoon-fed everything and your brain has to figure some stuff out. This one probably has the longest odds of winning Best Picture, but watch this film if you like film in general. The final film nominated this year is Hamnet, or Hamlet if you pronounce it correctly, and this movie almost made me cry, which is a very hard thing to do. This is basically Shakespeare and his family in a story that inspired the author's greatest piece of work, Hamlet. The acting is so good, especially Jessie Buckley in leading actress. The story is really powerful, and this one has decent odds at winning Best Picture this year. It does have a couple slow moments that slows the movie down a little bit, but this is a must-watch this year if you are serious about seeing the nominations. If this had come out at any point in the last 3 decades, I almost guarantee this would be the Best Picture this year. Okay, so what's winning Best Picture this year? If you have a bracket with your friends and you want to prove that you can win, then do what I'm going to do. I'm picking one battle after another. It's the betting favorite, and I just foresee this one definitely winning Best Picture. That doesn't make it my personal choice, but on my bracket, one battle off the other, 100%. I think if I had to pick my personal favorite out of this list, I think Marty Supreme would be Best Picture. It's a perfect movie for the story they're dealing with, the acting, the directing, cinematography. Everything in this movie is as perfect as possible. And for me, that's why I would choose Marty Supreme as Best Picture. Now, if you want a dark horse pick, and it's really not much of a dark horse pick because it's got the second best odds, but Sinners, I could totally see surprising everybody and winning Best Picture. This is the movie that probably has the most fan support and just is riding on a wave of success. So I could see it really stunning one battle after the other. But only time will tell when we watch the Oscars on March 15th. So that's the movie that I think is going to win, one battle after another. Keep a lookout for other videos I'll be doing covering Best Actors and Best Actresses next. And let us know in the comments, what is your pick for Best Picture of the Year?